Welcome to West Sound TV Presents High School Basketball, and a happy 2012 to you here as West Sound TV and the KidsAppSun.com are up at Kingston High School on January 3rd as the Kingston Buccaneers host the Sequim Wolves. I am the Doctor, Doc Parp, joined by Patricia Ann on the camera and Kitty Campagna on the other microphone. And Kitty, we've got the number 3 team in the state of Washington from 2011, the Kingston Buccaneers.
Well, we know that there have been a few changes, some seniors who have graduated, but they have a great core back, and they come in here 6-0 in league, 8-2 overall. Both teams are 8-2 overall, and unfortunately for Sequim, they have one league loss. That was to Bremerton. So we did this game last year at the playoffs last year, if you remember, Doc.
Yep.
And so I recognize Coach Glasser. He has a pretty big smile on his face. He likes this team and really looking forward to this game.
Well, before the season, these teams were judged by the coaches' poll to be 1 and 2 in the Olympic League. Kingston 1, Sequim 2, and Kingston starts out with the first bucket tonight in this big ball game with the 2 of the top teams in the Olympic League.
That was Cody Combs with that first bucket. Kingston
is in the white, red, and gold, and the Sequim Wolves in their purple and white. So we'll get those lineups. Brian Strigi calling a walk on that one. So let's start with Sequim, Kitty, since they've got the ball.
Oh, because you think I got those all down. Number 2, Tim Guan.
I've got Gabe Carter and Evan Hill.
Okay, good.
The other 3.
I have Corbin Webb, number 32, and we have one more out there. Probably Jason Brocklesby is my guess. Number 21, that is correct.
And again, a lot of these names from both of these teams familiar from that district game we did last year.
Oh, I remember Corbin Webb had a huge game last year, and he averages 18 points a game. And when I asked Coach Glasser who his best defenders were, the name Webb was one of the first to come up.
Oh, nice pass inside and shot off by Corbin. But the whistle blows. They're going to say a foul, loose ball foul. And so Kingston will bring it on in.
Well, that's basically Cody Combs' job on this team. Besides the fact that he averages 9 points a game, he has taken 9 charges this year, and that wasn't quite a charge, but he certainly got hacked coming down with that tough rebound.
Well, Kingston will work it around. The number 14 is KT Deem, who played a great season last year. 3 out there. Cody Combs. 42 is
Brady
Sundquist. And of course, we've got, Richie Sander, number 5, and the big guy inside, number 15, Sam Byers.
Yeah, Sam is just the heart and soul of this team, as he was of the football team. He averages 17 points and 10 rebounds. And Sundquist puts in his first one.
All right. Brady.
I love the feel of this Kingston gym. Whether it's full or not, it's full.
Well, it's nice to have the pep band here tonight on a Tuesday night. School just started again for most of the county.
Well, and one of the supporters, major supporters, one of the major supporters of the band is a parent, Richard Wendt, who is also their IT gentleman up here, and he's been helping me figure out whether we're going to use wireless or Major Connect, how we were going to do it. So he has taken good care of us this evening.
And senior Brady Sundquist putting a couple in there at the free throw line. And Kingston up 4-0 here. Outsider goes down, and it's worth 3 for Sequim's Jason Brocklesby, which is another name we called a lot last year for the Sequim Wolves.
Oh, yeah, and a couple of these are still juniors, so obviously they were sophomores last year, as Dean was last year.
KT tried to answer that 3 off the iron, pulled down by the Wolves.
KT with a different haircut this year, much shorter than what he had going down last year. And 3 for number 32, Corbin Webb.
And Sequim's got the lead, 5-4. KT will see what he can do from that three-point line. And Sam Byers gets it, keeps it alive with a new clock for
3 for Richie Sander.
And Richie hits the three, another name that we called a lot, not only last year, but in this year's football season.
Oh, definitely.
Ooh, ball off of Sequim. It'll go to Kingston.
And Doc, you and I did not actually get to be the broadcasting talent for the Sequim game against North Kitsap, but we certainly have heard some of these names for the Sequim team. They have their quarterback, Frank Catelli, who I believe was chosen MVP or at least top quarterback for the league this year. So he's not playing yet, but he gets in some playing time out there.
Well, we've got a timeout here early on, and Kingston has a 7-5 lead over the Sequim Wolves. This has been developing into a nice rivalry, Kingston-Sequim. You know, of course, Kingston-NK is the easy rival, but I think this has developed into a pretty good rivalry because these teams have met each other in postseason now.
Yeah, and when you're looking at parity, these two teams are very similar. They have nice young coaches to begin with who are working really hard with a good group of kids, and you're just seeing hardcore play by all these guys.
And Richie Sander with another three.
They did not put the lids on the basket tonight, I'll tell you that.
Drive by Sequim into the corner, and they'll go back out to the high post. Working it around down there is Gabe Carter. He dishes it off to Guam. One shot off, and rebound pulled down by Kingston. They push it down court. And Connor Wall in the game now. Sinks that one.
That was actually Sundquist who put that down.
Sequim working it around, and a drive by Carter.
Knocked out of bounds by Guan.
The head coach Greg Glasser for the Sequim Wolves, been there for 5 years, and head coach Blake Conley here at Kingston for 3. And did you know, Kitty,
did you know
the Kingston Wolves were the first team to get a state trophy for Kingston?
I did not know that. I actually would have possibly even guessed their cross-country teams because they've done so well.
Well, we've had cross-country individual trophies from state,
but not team.
The team trophy award.
I trust you, Doc. I wasn't doubting you.
Well, it was Nathan Joyce, really, from the preview that they did for the season here for basketball. And we're very happy to be working with the KidsAppSun.com, streaming in January 2 games a month for the first 2 games a week for the first 3 weeks here.
That's because the season's over by February, so you gotta do it.
Deems drive just off, and rebound pulled down by Sequim. They'll go the other way. Webb with it. Webb.
Oh, they're actually going to call the jump ball.
Well, okay.
That's what.
Otherwise, it would have been a travel.
That's what I thought it was. It was an awfully pretty spin.
And the arrow pointing to Sequim, so they will get the inbound. 3:41 mark here in number 1, and Kingston up 12-5.
That was your spin cycle without a dribble.
Long outside shot, that time by Brocklesby off. Rebound pulled down by Sander. Over to KT Dean. And number 3 handling that out there at the point is Evan Hill. Shot off the iron, and it's KT Dean coming away with the rebound.
Knocked out to him by Sam Byers, who is directly under.
Long outside shot is off by Cody Combs, and ball out of bounds to Sequim. Just under 3 minutes left to go in number 1, and a 15-5 lead for the Buccaneers. Timeout.
Probably a good choice by Coach Glasser, but you saw the couple of shots that the Sequim guys took. We know that they can do, I swear I have 2 of them down for 3, so one of them must have been a 2, Doc. But they can shoot the ball, and it's kind of just slow starting. It's probably more of a talking about defense right now. He was telling me just about every guy on his squad is a good defender. So if Kingston has already scored 15 with 2:58 left here in the first quarter, that's a lot of points in a high school basketball first quarter.
That's correct. Both teams have an 8-2 overall record.
Yes.
And as you said, just that one loss for Sequim, and Kingston undefeated in Olympic League, 6-0 so far.
Well, Kingston started out the year losing to that very good Bainbridge squad that we saw. So we can see that happening.
And of course, that was not a league game.
No.
That was one of the 2 losses that Kingston had. And as you mentioned earlier, this is January 3rd. They've already played. This will be their 7th league game, both of these teams, and it will be their 11th overall game.
Wow.
And takeaway goes to Sequim, 32. Corbin Webb pushing it up court.
Now, Sequim actually beat the Bainbridge squad that we saw, but I heard a gentleman discussing it that it was the night after the Kingston game and they looked tired, is what we hear. Not quite the pressure we saw them do up against North Kitsap.
Sequim working it around outside the arc. They'll take a step in, double team there, and goes to Guan. His jump shot is up and bouncing through the net at the 2-minute mark. So Sequim put 7 on the board so far. Oh, long outside shot by Cody Combs. Rebound pulled down by Guan.
Evan Hill bringing it up. Listed at 5'5", certainly looks about that height.
And last year at Districts, Evan was just so scrappy. He could have got the Scrappy Award.
There you are. But those 2 points go to Brocklesby.
Combs with it, number 3. Out to KT Dean. Slow things down a little bit. That's Richie Sander, number 5. 42 in the game is Brady Sundquist. And number 15 in white and red is Sam Byers.
Our 3 referees, we have Brian Strege, Cheryl Ondrak, and Kenny Hale.
Yeah, we've got 3 new players in for Kingston. That's nice. The 3 that went out will get a little extra rest with the 1 minute left to go, and then they break between quarters. 35 now in the game. That's Hunter Jones. 44's in the game. Lucas Mays.
Double dribble. You knew that was going to be called.
The double. And George Marinan, the senior at 6'2" out there for the Buccaneers now. Just under a minute left to play in this first quarter. Evan Hill brings it across court for the Wolves. Out to Brocklesby. Webb will take the jumper, and it's off. Rebound pulled down by Hunter Jones. There he, uh-oh.
This time he's going to get the travel.
Yeah, it looked like a good move, but just a little difference between the ball hitting the floor and those feet moving.
Once again.
30 seconds left to go in number 1.
Sequim right back in this. It's 15-9. They've stopped the bleeding on Kingston scoring.
Evan Hill, and he's guarded by Jones. Dish out. Carter. And he'll get a trip up to the free throw line, counted for 2, and junior Gabe Carter will get a chance to put another point on the board at the free throw line with 8 seconds left to go here in number 1. In and out, but Brocklesby coming away with it for the Wolves. 3! So Carter got 5 in the last 2 seconds for the Wolves to bring them right back into this ball game. Down by 1 at the end of quarter number 1. 15-14, Kitty. 5 points in those last few seconds.
Well, in the last 3 minutes, Kingston did not score. So whatever Coach Glasser discussed on defense, it just was not the right idea. So now it's 15-14 after Kingston had a 10-point lead. I am thinking Coach Conley might have a similar conversation with his gentleman.
Well, West Sound TV, happy to have you with us. We're happy to be streaming live on the kidsapsun.com/GOTW, which means Game of the Week. We're up at Kingston, and on Tuesday night we got the Kingston Pep Band playing for us. Nice job out there. Do we know the name of the Buccaneer?
I don't know the Buccaneer.
I was just thinking that one.
I do know that their director is Adam Campagna.
I was thinking we'll have to find out who the name of the Buccaneer and if the Buccaneer himself has a name. Is it Bobby Buccaneer? Billy Buccaneer? I don't know.
You know, Doc, that sounds like some research you could do at halftime.
If I had an internet.
No, I think you just might be able to talk to the AD, Dan Novick, and he might be able to tell us.
Underway in number 2. Nice turnaround jumper from the baseline by Sam Byers. Sequim will work it around here.
KT Dean picks it up.
(17-14) into Sam down low. He kicks it back out, and Dean will put it in for 3.
What a nice in and out sort of game they had going there, because they were double teaming Byers, which of course you need to. You just saw what a pretty little jump shot he has.
And Frank Catelli's out there. That shot, though, was by Gabe Carter.
Carter with 8 points already.
They've got some height on this Sequim team.
Well, they're like in the land of the 6 foots.
Yeah.
It's from like 6'2", 6'3", 6'4".
Sanders with a long outside jump shot off, and a nice rebound pulled down by Carter. Sends it up quickly to Brocklesby. Brocklesby with a nice move. Puts the 2 in on the layup. And it's 20-18. Kingston up by 2, just underway in quarter number 2.
Brocklesby with 7. No, that was all strength as he knocks down Catelli.
Couldn't put it in, though. Oh, the alley-oop didn't quite work.
Not quite.
And Hill will take that long outside shot off. Rebound pulled down by Byers.
You got to love when it's 15 on number 23, you have quarterback on quarterback.
Yeah, I was thinking that. KT guarded by Evan Hill. Out to Richie Sander.
Great screen by Sundquist.
Go nice into the corner by Combs. Long outsider, though, is off. And once again, Gabe Carter pulling down a rebound for the Sequim Wolves.
You know Combs can put that down. He averages about 9 points a game. And so those are going to go.
That's Carter. Over to Whip. And Brocklesby down low. Ooh, whistle blows, and Brian Striggy says no basket. A player control foul.
And that is his second foul on Jason Brocklesby.
Brocklesby is 6'3", but he certainly doesn't have the weight or muscle of Sam Byers at number 15 for Kingston.
Oh, definitely.
Trying to drive in on.
Actually, on like the Max Prep site, one of them, I think I got weights, and that's unusual for basketball guys.
Yeah.
But you're right. He loses on that front. Catelli gets it out to Hill. Hill drives it, but it is stolen by Deem. Byers going to take it on Guan.
Ooh, his shot is off. Whistle blows, and so Sam will go up to the free throw line for 2.
Kenny Hale making the call out there. And we'll see who that goes on. 15 foul on the Sequim Wolves. That foul went on Tim Guan, number 22.
And shot off, rebound pulled down by Catelli. Up to Hill. Corbin Webb tries to get it low to Guan, but knocked loose, and Richie comes away with it down to a streaking KT Deem coming around from the backside. Could not put it in, but Sam Byers grabs it and goes to the iron for 2. Nice job by the Buccaneers on that one. Stick with it.
Oh, that was pretty. Dean was within the trees, and he went around him.
Well, he had the right idea, just didn't make the shot, but Sam was there to clean it up. Ooh, long outsider, and counted for 3 for Gabe Carter. We've been saying his name a lot so far for the Wolves tonight.
Carter has been their leading scorer with 11 points already.
Double team low is Byers, so he tries to get it out. It goes off of Sequim, and Kingston will maintain the possession. We haven't even had to mention shot clock yet.
No, that has not been a major consideration, has it?
4 minutes on the game clock, though, in this first half. And it's a tight one now, 23-21 lead for Kingston. Uh-oh. And they're going to say that's off Sequim. Cody Combs dribbled it off the foot of Guam, I believe. Guam.
14 seconds remaining on the shot clock.
Sander will bring it in. Into Combs. Byer out of the higher post.
Gonna call travel.
Yep, get him on that one. That's kind of a iffy one. I mean, not the call, the move.
Starting at his dribble that high as your center.
Do a 360.
Yes. But you know, you like that. You want to see your big men be able to handle the ball.
3:34 left to go in the first half. A 2-point lead for the Buccaneers. Tim Guan with it now for the Wolves, and to Catelli in the paint. He'll dish it out to number 3, Evan Hill. His shot's off, and Byers with a board. Sanders will take the 3. Shot is off, and rebound to Kingston. Sam Byers corrals it, working down low. Oh, a nice move by Sam Byers. Turnaround hook off the glass.
Any big man coach is going to love that move, let me tell you. Go one way, come back with the mini hook.
Dr. Hook. All right. Sequim sends it out to Catelli. That one's worth 2, but a foul whistle blows. And we'll have to see if the whistle, it came after the shot. So we're tied, Sequim down by 2. They got the 2 points, and they'll get the inbound. Catelli over to Webb, to Evan Hill.
Combs lays off him a bit as he hasn't made any of his 3s yet.
Guam back to Catelli out at the top of the key.
Richie Sander just attached to him.
Good pass to get it to a breaking Catelli. He couldn't convert it, though, and KT Deem's going to bring it down for the Buccaneers. KT will stop and pop. Count it.
Oh, that's
worth 3. He was in rhythm. Nice rhythm shot.
Nobody on him. He made one prior to that.
Sequim's trying to work inside, and that time a good turnaround by Gabe Carter for 2. 28-25, 3 points at the 2-minute mark in the second quarter. 3-point lead for the Buccaneers.
That's going to be a foul on Catelli over the back.
Yeah, you know, I knew Sam was big. I didn't realize Catelli, haven't seen him play football, as quarterback for Sequim, was as big as he is. Looks almost like Jack Sikma out there.
When they're all wearing the pads. Oh, I remember Jack very well. In fact, we watched his son Luke play at University of Portland.
Oh, good move by Sundquist, but he could not convert it.
And I'd be on Carter like he is now because he's feeling it tonight.
Yep. That's Webb with a turnaround. Shots off, and so far it's pretty much been 1 and out for Sequim. They have not gotten many offensive boards.
Nice blockouts by the Buccaneers underneath the boards.
Yeah, it's not soccer. Ball off the foot will be a Kingston inbound and a new shot clock.
This half has flown, Doc. It's only 1:28 left in the half.
Neither team is in the penalty yet. Sequim with the next foul will go into that penalty. Ooh, long cross quarter over to Combs. He sends it back out to KT Deem at the high post, way out at the front. Nice screen by Byers, and KT knows what to do with it. 3 for KT Deems.
I remember watching KT play as a freshman and then as a sophomore, and he just continues to get better.
Under a minute left to play in this first half. Up at Kingston, 2 of the top teams in the Olympic League mixing it up tonight.
We're going to get a foul underneath the basket, I think.
Been picking up a few of those away from the
it's
ball
another one
tonight.
on Richie Sander, and that is tough because he's got the toughest assignment out there tonight, Mr. Carter.
Only 2, and the Buccaneers still have a couple to give.
They do, as far as shooting.
45 seconds left. Sequim inbounding, Tim Guan with it. Evan Hill.
Lucas Mays also into the game, number 44.
Connor Wall is guarding Hill. 44 is guarding Tim. Ooh, Catelli thought he was going to have that one all alone, but a sparky KT Dean coming in there knocking it out.
Smart enough just to knock it out, not really get into a tussle for that thing.
Yep. And Sequim will get the inbound. 27 seconds left to go. Hill out front, guarded by Connor Wall.
You know, Catelli passes like a quarterback when you watch out there. It's got a little zip on that thing.
He's got some arms.
Oh, yeah.
Shoulders.
That
He and
too.
Sam both have got the big shoulders.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
Wide open.
And Catelli misses it, but he will get a trip to the free throw line. And that was a good foul by Cody Combs because Catelli was going to put it down all alone without that.
Well, that was an interesting trap with so many of them out there, and they left Combs alone. He did a nice job of coming off where he was and doing defense, but he also had the foul.
8 seconds left to go in the half. And Catelli gets the 2 free throws, 31-27, with 8 seconds left to go in this first half.
I don't know if anyone's talking to Dean, but he needs to know.
Yeah, I think he does.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, good attempt. And Sam's shot at the buzzer is after the triple zeros are up on the board. A good competitive first half. The Kingston Buccaneers leading the Sequim Wolves 31-27.
Well, Doc, for a minute it looked like it might be a blowout when Kingston got that 10-point lead, but Coach Glasser called the timeout, settled his guys down, and then both teams are playing the way we expected. We expected close, and I think it will remain that way.
Well, we're West Sound Community Television. Happy to have you with us here on VKAT, Channel 12 Comcast, Channel 3 Wave Broadband, and watching it live on the kidsapsun.com streaming website at kidsapsun.com/GOTW. Well, Patricia Ann's on the camera, Kitty Campagna on that other microphone, and I'm the Dr. Doc Parr, and we'll have that second period coming up for you shortly.